Before we start off with today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my friends over at So Avant-Garde. So Avant-Garde is a place where you can go and you can explore a wide range of niche perfumery. So much variety. They have discovery sets, they have samples, they have a lot to offer for those looking to elevate their collection, those who are curious about other things, of other qualities, of other brands in perfumery. All right, so save yourself some money. Use my code DEDRICK10. DEDRICK10 gets you 10% off on anything on So Avant-Garde. All right, so I know a lot of people are really in love with the brand of Mind Games as well. So I got something for you too. You want to head over to Mind Games and do some discovery, do some searching, do some looking, save yourself some money by using Dedrick10 as well over at mindgames.com. All right, so head over there, see what you like, see what you're interested in. I recommend sampling. All right, and then you can get you a good feel if you want to make a purchase from So Avant-Garde or mindgames.com. All right, so y'all check it out. Let me know what you guys get into, what you guys like. Let me know down below in the comments, man. And happy exploring for sure. All right, let's get started with today's video. YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and now I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here in this channel, man. Positive vibes only. All right, so Smell Good, family, we are back. We are back with yet another version of the weekly rotation video. My favorite video to do each and every week. You know, and reasons are because it keeps me on my toes, you know, where my fragrance is, experience what I have. I've done a lot of downsizing with my collection over the past few months. So my collection is getting right to where I want it, you know, no redundancy. Definitely a, you know, buffet, if you will, of fragrances for different situations and things like that, and for different seasons. So, you know, really excited to do this video. Wore some new things this week, revisited some things as well, and then I have a oldie but a goodie, just a dependable scent to kick off the week. So let's go ahead and tap in on Sunday. This is the dependable scent I was talking about, and I love this stuff, man. The Cashmere ISOE super clean, fresh, just experiment with this is just awesome. On Sunday from the House of Dior. We went with Dior Homme 2020 EDT. This stuff is, get that in focus, there we go. This stuff is incredible, man. I know throughout its years, there's been some, you know, back and forth conversations about this fragrance, but I wasn't one of the ones who was a part of that initially because I had never really experienced it. But last year came into the fold and I was like, wow, I just love how this smells. Now, one of the pickup notes for me this year in 2024 has been cashmere wood. And you're gonna see some cashmere wood conversation throughout this video today. But this is clean, fresh clean and fresh, good for anything. I was off on Sunday, ran some errands, you know, chilled around the house, recorded some videos, did some editing, watched some football, and I just really enjoyed the way that I smelled, and it's just dependable. From the House of Dior, we went with Dior Homme 2020, the EDT. Classic stuff, great stuff. Truth be told, I have two bottles of this fragrance for sure. Up next, on Monday to the office, we experienced some true fall-like weather. Never really got uncomfortable with the weather this week, but early in the week I was able to wear a little bit more, you know, spicier, I don't want to say darker, but some fragrances that have a little bit more depth to them. And this is one of my favorites from the house, one of my favorite leather fragrances I ever put my nose on. From the House of Argos, we went with the Baccio Immortelle. Baccio Immortelle, man, y'all, if you've been here before, you've heard how I've talked about and how I love this fragrance, particularly raspberry and leather. Such a unique combination, and this is done so beautifully, blended so well, like so well. This stuff is great, man. You have some other things in here, like some white florals, But the star of this is, for me, the raspberry and the leather. Freshness is inserted into this. The leather comes off as a bit more than soft. It's not tumbly or stinky or out of control. It's not that at all. It's something that is definitely of high quality. Christian and his team do a fantastic job, and this is one of my favorites from the house, and I love it. Wore to the office, got 2 compliments from a couple of my OGs who I work with in the office, and I just enjoy it. I love it a lot. Starting to form a decent dent in it, and it's really, really good. You love leather, but you're looking for a unique spin on it? Check out this one from the house of Argos. We're talking Baccio and Martel. Use Dedrick10 to get you 10% off anything on Argos.com. All right, buy Argos.com. Up next, brand new fragrance, first time wearing it. This was sent to me from my friends over from Mason Daba, one of the more interesting discoveries of 2024, and their whole line is incredible. They are running a sale right now. I think it'll be coming to an end soon. It's titled We Don't Do Black Friday. So some mystery boxes of some different fragrances that they offer at a discounted price. But this fragrance was really good. Beast of a performer. What am I talking about? From the house of Mason Daba, we're talking Sovereign. Sovereign by Mason Daba. All right, so this is definitely a different type of profile. You get this peachy, rummy, woody experiment here, and it's dark woods. It's a very dark wood. There's some warmth to this. There's some spice to this. It's like a spice rum with a real fruity peach that's like really drizzled in that rum. So unique profile, comes off masculine, but I do think it could be unisex, but it is strong. I wore this and when I got home from work, this was 10, 11 hours later. This stuff is a big time beast performer. I walk in, my wife was like, well, I can still smell that off of you when you walk by me. And she said when you left for work this morning, it had took over the room, took over our bedroom. So I usually do my 6 or 7 sprays. Maybe I need to dial this one back a bit. I don't know. But no compliments that day. But that was cool because I really was enjoying how I was smelling. So Mason Daba has some really great fragrances. Rebirth is fire. A Silent Night is a beautiful plum fragrance, but this one is good. So really thankful for the opportunity to continue to get to know the house. And this is a good one on Tuesday from the house of Mason Daba. We're talking Sovereign. Sovereign, as I believe that is the pronunciation of this fragrance. All right. Up next, this is just one that I think a lot of people are just going to like. There'll be more conversation and breakdown of this fragrance a little later on, but I was glad to wear it for the first time and get a feel for it. Brand new from the house of Toomey, we have Toomey Dusk. Beautiful bottle, probably the dopest bottle in the collection. It's just really dope. Now this to me is it's along the lines of like a Polo 67. All right, minus the zestiness from the pineapple that you get in that one, but it has everything else. But the one thing for me, I get this ambery lemon in here. There is a neroli note in here that adds to this freshness and slight softness to this fragrance. But to me it's a deep blue fragrance. That's what it is. Great. It's great for versatile wear, anytime, any place, anywhere. Toomey has Atlas is a very versatile fragrance, but that is super fresh with grapefruit and vetiver. But this one right here is along the lines of like a darker blue representation. Really good performer, wore to work. I got one compliment from one of my young boys when I was maneuvering through the warehouse very early on in the day. But I really like this. It's gonna suit for everything. So I'll have more conversation on this very soon. But this stuff is fire. From the house of Toomey, we're talking Toomey Dusk. Toomey Dusk, really good for sure. All right. Up next, huge week for me this week. Very blessed, very fortunate, very thankful to introduce my partnership with Max Aroma. They were kind enough to send a couple fragrances over to kick off the partnership. And boy, again, discovery for niche for me this year has been incredible. And this is one of the better fragrances that I have tried this entire year. From the house of Ragaline I'm sure I'm butchering it. We're talking Mystic. Istanbul Mystic. Love everything about this fragrance. Magnetic cap, beautiful bottle. These are 80 mLs. But what I get here, oh my God, is a combination of dry woods, tonka, amber. There's that cedar wood. I think it's like cedar needle, but it's cedar wood that's in this fragrance. There's a vanilla on the base, you know, dancing with, it could be vanilla or amber dancing with the with the, I'm tripping already, with the tonka bean in here that's giving it this dry, powdery sweetness, man. I'm still getting to know this fragrance, but I definitely know that I like it a lot. I enjoyed the wearing out of this. Extrait de Parfum. It lasts on me all day at work throughout the office. I did receive a compliment later on in my day. Just a simple, hey man, you smell good. And Buddy just kept it moving. I just told him I definitely appreciate it. So, one of the great discoveries, especially, you know, I've never heard of this house or had, you know, smelled anything from the house. I'm very intrigued what more this house has to offer, but I want to, you know, take my time and get to know Mystic, and I have one other called Antidote, which is really, really good too. But great fragrance. Initially when I smelled it, it continued to develop, and my appreciation and my love for it really grew. So I really like this a lot. On Thursday, just a really dope fragrance, dope experience from the house of Ragalin. We Istanbul. All right, we have Mystic. Y'all chill on me in the comments. All right, y'all chill on me in the comments. And for Max Aroma, you can use Dedrick 10 as well. They do have samples of these, and they're definitely worth a sample. Everything's worth a try, but this is definitely worth a sample for sure. All right, next up on Friday, I got to give a huge shout out to my man Charm City from the Fragrance Connoisseurs. He was the only one that had been talking about this fragrance in depth, and ever since I heard him discuss this fragrance, I've always been intrigued. Caught a great deal on it from fragrancebuy.ca. Had some points. I got it for a steal from what I've been told, and this stuff is fire. From the house of Arabian Oud, we have Daiwan. Daiwan from Arabian Oud. Number one, the atomizer on this thing pushes out crazy. But number two, you get this crisp, fresh green apple in the opening of this thing. It's like you get this tarty fruitiness with this fragrance from the green apple. The cardamom and the nutmeg provide the sweet and spicy aspect. But the stars of this is the green apple and the cashmere oud. I believe that's what they call it, but it's cashmere wood. You get this this beautiful dry, warm wood with these sweet and spicy textures from the cardamom and the nutmeg, and this beautiful crisp apple that really stays alive on my skin all day long. This is a really good performer. I get a solid 8 to 9 hours. This is not a roaring beast. It's something that kind of sits in, but I was getting wafts of myself all day long. I do spray my clothes as well, so that helps assist in the longevity of experiencing the fragrance. I'm usually 6 to 8 sprays, and that was perfect for this scent. Wore to the office, no compliments, but I just super duper enjoyed just smelling me all day long. Versatile, in the same vein, doesn't smell like it, but in the same vein of Gentle Fluidity Silver, Silver Mountain Water, fragrances of that nature, Montebaco, or the Montebaco series, Verano or Intensivo. It's in that vein. So I have a really deep appreciation for versatile scents, especially to wear to the office. I've talked about my day-to-day. I wear button-ups and slacks and hard bottoms to the office Monday through Thursday. So these are ideal, and it's a perfect scent to add to my collection because it's not like anything else. And that's what we're going for, with no redundancy in my collection. On Friday, salute to Charm City. Thank you, man, for inspiring my brain to blind buy this and see what it's all about. I don't encourage blind buying. I don't, but I'm a part of the blind buy warriors. I do it so you don't have to, but y'all gonna do it anyway, and I understand. On Friday, from the house of Arabian Oud, we're talking Daiwan. Really great fragrance, man, especially for what I needed for sure. All right. Last but not least, man, I must say, y'all know how much of a fan I am of the Creed of Vintage DNA. Top 2 scent profile ever for me, and I've experienced it on several layers. But I must say, this is challenging the throne as the best inspired or remixed tape of this DNA. I just got this recently. This is my 3rd time wearing it, and it is awesome. From the house of Afnan, we have Supremacy, Not Only Intense. Supremacy, Not Only, if we're gonna get that in focus, I think we are, there we go. Not Only Intense. Barely got it in focus, but you get that profile loud and clear, but this is blended so nicely. Now, my favorite of them all is the Club de Nuit limited edition Parfum. I've made that very clear. There's been some others that have been fantastic, but this is 1B, 1A to that. The differences is that I noticed is immediately how smooth this is over the Armaf. It's still good, but I noticed that it's kind of gotten better since I've gotten it. Like a true maceration is taking place. So I'm getting that fruity, citrusy, zesty opening, tying in with the oak moss that makes itself present midway and on. Beast of a performance. This stuff is strong, man. I'm talking, Saturday was a long day for me. I was in the office, and when we go to the office on the weekends, we're able to wear, jeans, sweats, t-shirts, hoodies, just real super casual, trying to get the work done on the weekend. So I was just in the mood for this profile, and I wanted to revisit it again. And I know I'm late to the party on this, but somebody out there might be hearing about this for the first time through me. So just sharing my experience here. But it's smooth. It's a great performer. And it just smells good. Shout out to my man George, my boy Slim. He stopped me on the dock while I was coming through, saying, man, what that is, that smells real good. He hopped right on Amazon as I was telling him what it was and copped him a bottle right there. So it just, it's something resonated with him right then and there. And he's a fan of Aventus as well. And he's kind of on the mindset of a lot of people. Hey, I do have Aventus, but I do want to take my time with such an expensive bottle. What can I do for something to kind of hold that off that also is fire? And this is one of them for sure. From the house of Afnan, really good stuff. We have Supremacy, Not Only Intense. See if we can keep that in focus if it wants to be, and it doesn't seem like it don't, but y'all see the bottle right there. All right, so Afnan, Supremacy, Not Only Intense. Stellar stuff. Good stuff. All right, so that's going to wrap up my week. Really good week, I would say so. Well, what was your guys' week like? What did you guys wear? What did you love? What did you experience? What was new? What did you revisit from the from the past, or in your collection? What was a yes, what was a no? Let me know down below in the comments. I really enjoy reading your guys' rotations. You guys inspire me to kind of tap into some stuff that I have that I share with you, or be intrigued about something that kind of is picking. My brain is active, and I'm trying to see what's going on with that particular fragrance. So let me know down below. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the love. I don't take it for granted. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. That's all you got to do to be the next member of the Smell Good family. And it's just always a blessing to, rock out with you guys for sure. All right. So positive energy and positive vibes. Y'all know how we get down. That's it. We're not doing anything else on this channel ever. Positive energy, positive vibes. That's what we at, man. So as always, splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And remember, what you got into this world, what you got into this world is exactly what you are going to get back. That's fact. See y'all on the next one. Peace, y'all. Splackle.